Next up, we do have Oracle versus Nico Nee. So let me introduce the teams to you so you're familiar with who these guys are. We'll start with Nico Nee, a North American team that consists of both streamers and, of course, those who don't stream as well. One is a fog whisperer. You may know him as Garuk Blue Moon. And all of these guys have met through Dead by Daylight and have various backgrounds. You know, some of them are bartenders, you know, streamers and nurses, but they've come together to try and showcase that they have what it takes to be considered the best of the best when it comes to Dead by Daylight. And they've played in plenty of tournaments as well and reached pretty high results in them as well. So we're looking forward to see exactly what Nico Nee can bring to the table. Oracle is a team established by Nigel and currently being captained by well-known streamer Aaron, and YouTuber Aaron, who is going to be playing killer for them as well. They've been around in the competitive scene as a team for about a year and a half, and they have plenty of competitive experience between them. Between their players, over 25,000 hours combined, and really looking to showcase that they are one of the top teams in the competitive scene. The team consists of Aaron as captain, Nigel, Zongao, and Zeno, who made a late-minute switch from Agony to Oracle. A little bit of team drama coming through in the best of the best tournament. You'd love to see it from these guys. We'll have to see how that plays out maybe later in the tournament. The map that we are going to be playing on is, I believe, been selected already. I'm just going to double-check it because I haven't done my due diligence in my little break here. Is going to be, I believe, Rancid Abattoir coming through. A very small map, but a difficult one for Killer, I suspect, due to its maze tile safety. Aaron is going to be playing Killer first. In fact, Nico Nee won the coin flip and selected that they wanted to play Survivor first. So I can't wait to see exactly what they're going to be bringing to the table. Let's get these teams into this game. Get it underway for match 4 of the best tournament. Aaron has selected to play Spirit, which I think will come to no surprise to anyone who is familiar with the young British lad who is more known for his Survivor, honestly, than his Killer. If you go onto his YouTube channel and watch some of his videos, he's always creating inventive ways to loop the Killer and make them look like they've only just started playing Dead by Daylight. But I think he's ready to show the world that not only is an excellent Survivor main in Dead by Daylight, but also a formidable Killer in this tournament. Previously, this roster hosted the well-known Spirit player Samantha. I'm sure some of in the community will recognize the name. She is well known for her Spirit play, has, I think, over 2,000 hours invested into playing Spirit alone, and taught everything she knew to Aaron in preparation for this tournament, as she wasn't able to compete herself. So I'm really excited to see what Aaron brings to the table when it comes to the good old Spirit coming up in the first match. Into the match we go. Aaron going to be loading up, and you can see that he's brought the faster charge time as well as that Sports Day cap for extra movement speed. Corrupt Intervention, Hex Ruin, Pop Goes the Weasel, and Hex No One Escapes Death is the build. And he's spotted a Feng over towards this Long War jungle gym. Is going to be Shancat, team captain for Nico Nee, taking the first chase here, and should take a slap to the back as well on a Bunny Feng. Nice and early, which is excellent stuff for Aaron, but not what Nico Nee were looking for. A totem just gets cleansed into the shack. That's going to be Garuk Blue Moon sprint bursting away. Aaron trying to shepherd Shancat back towards the shack, wants to try and reduce distance whilst that phase walk comes back. Here it comes. Listening and hitting right on through. Shancat not getting the timing right on the pallet drop, or not even attempting so. And that will be the first hook happening very early for Oracle's Killer. You can see here Kurika as well as Garub sporting a generator in the main building. That tailbox now going to be utilized from Garub to try and finish the gen before Aaron can make it over. But it looks like Garuk Blue Moon has taken aggro nice and early, which will give the team the chance to finish the generator and get the rescue potentially from the basin safely. Blue Moon showing his best to loop Oracle's Killer here. You can see Aaron phase walking, listening. Can he hear? Oh, he sees the arm stick out, but maybe not. Looks like Blue Moon potentially lost distance in this chase, running straight into the loving arms of Aaron. I'm going to have to run a straight line away. Here comes that phase walk through the grass, through the window. See the vault. Can he get the revolt in time? No, he is using life. Get some distance here. An excellent distance has been awarded. Gets to the pallet. How does he play it is the question. See a red light mind game coming through. An attempt was made, but Aaron whacks the wall. The pallet gets dropped in the process. Phase walk should be coming up just in a moment, and it does. And now you would suspect this is the chase over. Oh, a swing at the window doesn't find success. Potentially, this can be extended. A pallet was to his right. Garuka's missed it. And this is potentially going to be the hit through the pallet. The 360 attempt wasn't attempted. Second hook now for Oracle going to come through. You can see there on the spectator side, the survivors have split. Shankat working a generator whilst injured. This strike still active. There's Garub working one as well as Karika. Aaron has spotted Shankat and is going to go straight onto her. Shankat was actually holding an injured status there, potentially because she has resilience that I haven't noticed. In fact, that is exactly why she was doing it. An extra 9% action speed onto the generator whilst injured, and with the medkit can tap the heal to become full health before the chase begins. I love that. Oh, and dodges out the swing just in time as well. Getting a little bit distance onto Aaron's killer. Pop goes the weasel, still active. In the grass is Shankat, who's running around the corner. You can hear her, and Aaron can hear her as well. That's going to be a second hook, and plenty of time between them, so that will be decisive strike gone as well. You can see Karika here doing in due diligence and getting that gold totem cleanse. We've seen quite a few killers so far this tournament bring. No one escapes death. A hex perk, which gives them a bonus 3% movement speed, as well as the insta-down onto survivors once all 5 generators have been powered. Aaron making his way over towards this generator that Shankat was working on earlier. It's still regressing because of Hex Ruin. They haven't actually found it, the totem, or they are deciding not to cleanse it. She is standing still. You can tell that because of the spine chill that was going off, and then Aaron goes into his phase walk. As soon as he goes out, spine chill is an excellent perk for knowing if the spirit's coming towards you. Sometimes it can be difficult, especially if you have that terror radius on you, because you won't hear the phase down. Unfortunately for Garuk Blue Moon, wasn't paying attention to the right side of his screen, and you can see the way that the spine chill activated, turned off as he went one way, turned back on, and then deactivated again. It meant that Aaron was standing still. A little standstill mind game. Never hurts the spirit, does it? That's going to be Garuk Blue Moon on a second hook here. 4-4 so far, tied up on the scoreboard. As the unhook does come through. No decisive strike, but do have borrowed time. Is Aaron standing still? No, he is phase walking. Trying to find the survivor. Ace, very silent, but not silent enough. There's going to be a hit coming through. On to Kurika. Is Aaron going to use that? Pop goes the weasel. Hex Rune did get cleansed during that hook state. Garuk Blue Moon. Garuku Blue Moon, my apologies. Now running for his life. No decisive strike. No borrowed chime anymore. This pallet has already been utilized, if I remember correctly. No, he just hit through it. Will Aaron just instantly pick? He will. And that's going to be the first kill of this trial. Unfortunately, on to the Fog Whisperer. He'll have to whisper to his teammates from the death screen. Shankat currently hiding on her death hook. Garub also doing the same. Karika a little bit more bold as Aaron phase walks towards the shack to potentially apply more pressure towards the gen. Use the pop kick already, I believe, onto the generator that Shankat and Garub were attempting to complete earlier. There where we lost Garuku. And now Karika going to take the chase. You can phase walk directly onto this hay bales, and Aaron knows that. Able to find a hit onto his opponent and dodging out the firecracker blinding as well. Karika, as Ace, one of the more silent of the survivors in the Dead by Daylight, able to get a dead hard on North American ping to escape Aaron in this scenario. Doesn't go for the pallet drop. That is a bold move, Karika. Can you make it back there is the question. He's actually going for the window, trying to use Spine Shield to his advantage. Revolt straight on over to the pallet, but not enough, because Aaron's on top of him, and will find the down. Wait, is this the pallet stun? Can Garub make it? Oh, he tried, but the ping was too much. And unfortunately, that will be Karika coming through into the basement. 3 generators completed, I should say. The score's neck and neck, but Oracle inches ahead with that hook. 7-6. This is a very tight match so far for Nico Nee. Already losing their Dwight. Garuku Blue Moon. Aaron scouting. Shankat is on her death hook. And now in a bit of a tricky situation. Gonna use life off this window to try and gain some distance onto Aaron's killer, but where does she run? She ran straight into the dead zone. Oh no, you can't get away from here. Aaron's gonna come out. Oh, he's trying to go for the cheeky hit across it. You can do that, but not like that. Shankat now will be having to deal with a phase walk from behind, and she's gonna hold W all the way to her death. The unhook does happen from Garub on to Curie, but Aaron will transport Shankat, the captain of Nico Nee, to her demise. Another point for hook, another point for death. Aaron going to be extending his lead to 9, to the 6th of the survivors. There's a little bit of a 3-gen here as well, you can see. And blood spotted as well, as Kurika attempts to make some distance here. Oh, but right into the loving arms of a spirit. Through the window he goes, has Dead Hard, remember. That was hatch located as well. I don't know if you spotted that. Aaron has, certainly. Phase walk. Can he spot the ace? Can he hear the ace? Yes, he can. Now we'll be him on the floor. Now, with the hatch located, Aaron... Oh. Well, that is unfortunate. Garub has disconnected, which I suspect is not intentional, as he was working a generator happily. Oh, Aaron, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him, Aaron. Don't do it to him. No, he wasn't ready, Aaron. You disgusting monster. We'll go for the hook. I'm not entirely sure how the disconnect will be scored here and what it will be counted as. A very unfortunate situation for Nico Nee. I'm not going to speculate. We'll wait for admin call here. But certainly the score, as we understand it, will be 15-6. So we count that disconnect as a kill. Let's get into the end game here and see exactly where those points were won. See here, 11 hooks secured by Aaron through the trial. Not the perfect 12. The 4 kills with that DC coming through would put Oracle up to a supposed 15-6 versus Nico Nee. A very dominant game coming through from Aaron, regardless of that. And I'm getting word from our admin that a disconnect that far into the game counts as 4 full points to the killer, which means that unfortunately for Garub, who does disconnect, he will be gifting 4 points over to Aaron, and this will be the score heading into the halfway point of this match. 15-6 to Oracle. Very difficult task to come back from for Nico Nee. They essentially need to 4K Oracle with 12 hooks if they want to win. I don't know how you do it. Plus, they need to prevent Oracle from completing more than 3 generators. That is definitely a hard task. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. I'm just finding out who is the killer for Nico Nee. It is, of course, going to be Vampire Toothy. Let's head on into their lobby and get this next match set up between Oracle and Nico Nee. They'll be switching sides. Nico Nee playing the killer role, with Oracle coming through to play Survivor here. I've had the misfortune of playing versus Oracle Survivors as the Oni. It was on Cold Tower. Very similar size map, slightly smaller. I got 0 kills. They safe dropped every pallet that they came towards, denied me my blood for the entirety of the game. It was not a fun experience. Let's hope for Oracle, for Nico Nee's sake, that Vampire Toothy can do a little bit better than I can. No sway, but this sword not well handled on the spectator bug. Bear with, as Vampire Toothy will attempt to try and get blood early, draw it out of Oracle survivors. Nancy in chase. We will switch to her point of view to find out exactly who that is. It is going to be Nigel. Nope, Zongao coming through. And is he going to give blood early? He is. Zongao You know better than this. Thanatophobia has been revealed, as well as Hex Ruin, a massive slowdown build coming through for Vampire Toofy's Oni here. You'll see the add-on selected is going to be that Lion Fang, as well as the Hulk, I believe it's called. The Cinder... I can't quite remember. Splintered Hulk, I believe it is called. Xeno now taking aggro as the Hex Ruin gets cleansed. Vampire Toofy has Thanatophobia, which is applying a 4% action speed regression for each injured survivor, as well as Pop Goes the Weasel and Tinkerer as well. The add-ons are going to add an extra 10 seconds of duration. Nice hit for the window there, and because the hit happens at the window, I believe there's blood to be collected as well. Wow, that's a very early power usage coming through from Vampire Toofy. And come over here and try and attempt to use it onto Aaron's survivor. I believe this add-on here also reduces how much of your power is lost when you actually do down a survivor, making it even more duration, potentially. Attack pallet is still up, trying to follow Aaron's scratch marks here, who drops off the hill up towards the harvester we go. Vampire Toofy can basically sit on these hay bales. Doesn't quite get the angle correct, but it gives him a little bit of time. Tinkerer activates as well, which reduces his terror radius to nil, removes his red stain as well, making him undetectable. Aaron currently looping on the outside of this jungle gym. That generator almost ready to pop. Should see that happen in just a few moments here. The first generator for Oracle. Vampire Toofy still has his power active, but not for long, and may try to utilize it here on the generator towards Shaq. We'll see if the core was communicated that he is moving, and if the survivors can be away from it. There's Xeno sprint held. The attempt goes through as another Tinkerer procs, and the power from Vampire Toofy, whilst going early, has been not successful in finding it down. Second generator for Oracle, extending their lead up from 17 points to, I believe that would be 19. And Zongal finally getting a heal, so that it doesn't bleed all over the place, giving more power usage. Xeno now in a chase. Going to try and make it all the way towards the pallet over here. No, is there another one here? No, it doesn't seem he can make it, so he's just going to take the hit. Versus Vampire Toofy's Oni, who spots out Zongal and Nigel, and going to aggress onto them now. It's a surprising decision, considering that Xeno is bleeding and giving blood. So you may suspect that in this scenario, Vampire Toofy would prioritize the blood generation from Xeno rather than trying to get a new hit. There's a lot of blood here, and that's a Tinkerer proc onto Aaron's generator. I'm going to spectate him and see exactly what happens here. Xeno spectates it, sees it happening. Has he caught it to Aaron, and will Aaron react? Has Sprint Burst. Walking. Gets the Sprint Burst out. Power has been held, though, from Vampire Toofy, who's now going to attempt to find Aaron at this jungle gym. Aaron looping around the wall, goes through the window, a silent vault. Demon Strike being charged, but not utilized. Here comes the dash through the pallet and slam. Oni bonk Aaron into the ground. The first down of the tournament, of the game, happened for Vampire Toofy, who wants to find more. Find scratch marks. Here's grass rustling, but can he do anything more is the question. Another Tinkerer proc onto the main building generator, and there it is. Zongal has been located. Meanwhile, Aaron on the floor. Will this be a down? It is. Vampire Toofy is able to secure it. Xeno currently healing Aaron as the power ends, and another generator should be completed here for Team Oracle. Keep in mind that despite the 2 downs, this is the only point so far that Nico Nee's killer has secured, and both generators have been completed here on the Rancid Abattoir. Aaron now running for his life, blood trailing behind him. Zongal has been unhooked, and an adrenaline will heal him up to full. Vampire Toofy now committing to Aaron, but look at this, an X-Gate has been opened, potentially in time by Nigel. No, it hasn't. Aaron now going to have to loop through his life, gets the pallet stun, gets the blind, a little bit cheeky here on the abattoir, as Aaron going to do his best to pour the juice in Toofy's glass. Pallet drop, and a stun again, and a blind coming through for Aaron, as the second exit gate has been located towards the shack, and I believe it's being opened as long as it has. Now Aaron going to have to run his way all the way, being shepherded by Nigel, giving him that body block. But what's this? Vampire Toofy has his power back. Will it be enough to get it down before they exit the trial is the question. 1, 2, 3, escape. Fireworks to celebrate for Oracle as Zeno sits on the hatch showing his moves. Into the hatch he goes after a moonwalk for a 4-man escape for Oracle, only giving 1 hook state to Nico Nee's killer. An almost flawless game on their killer side, an almost flawless game on the survivor side as well. Impressive stuff coming out from Oracle. Almost the perfect score overall. Incredible. And let's see how those points break down. 10 for generators, 8 for escapes, 11 for hooks, 4 for kills. A total of 33 points, I should say, awarded to Oracle to the 7 of Nico Nee. Absolute masterclass being put on by Oracle here, showcasing that not only are they a team to be scared of when it comes to killer, but also their survivor as well, able to avoid a lot of trouble versus Vampire Toofy's only here on the Rancid Abattoir. And unfortunately for the Nico Nee team, they will be eliminated from the best of the best tournament. Let's have a look at those standings now. With that match played, we are halfway through today, guys. Match 1 saw Team Canapec beat Eternal by just a single point. Invincible Kittens were able to demolish Prisma over on the Dead Dog Saloon. Agony and Buenado were a heartfelt battle on the Sanctum of Wrath, which leads us to Oracle taking out Nico Nee in stylish fashion. Up next, the NA favorites Instant Dodge will take on Pulse in a matchup you don't want to miss. Match 5 will be coming up shortly after this short break.